Hello and welcome to the Salem 178BHSK. Gonna come right up to the front here for your jack. Propane left is open. Right underneath here you have your battery and your battery disconnect. That battery disconnect cuts all power to your campers when you turn that off. Inside here you have your starter kit, you have your hose, a 110 adapter, your sewer hose, which I do recommend getting a stronger one because this will end up breaking eventually. The stronger one is quote-unquote invincible. You have a turn here for your stabilizers. You get to a campground, this is going to be your city water connection. So this is going to be that main water source. I do recommend also getting a water pressure regulator. It just helps dumb down the power since campgrounds are pushing for a lot of power. It'll just help not blow out your lines. You have your shore power and your black tank flush right here, which I'll get to in just a second. Down here you have your sewer system. So this is going to be your gray tank. All you got to do is pull. It's going to be your black tank. So that's going to be all your toilet and whatnot. So what I do recommend doing is doing your black tank. So all you got to do is open this up, pull that tab, it'll start to drain out. Once it's drained, put a pressurized hose up to your black tank flush. Once you put a hose in there, all you have to do is obviously make sure it's on, and then it'll turn a sprinkler on inside the black tank, which then helps get the toilet paper and extra crud off of the sides. So what I do recommend doing is the black tank flush, and then go ahead and do your gray tank, because this is going to be the cleanest water out of them, or out of the two. And when you go to put your hands on, it'll have a nice little rinse out. Back here you have your cable and satellite, just in case you put a TV outside. All you gotta do is pull. Then your low point drains right behind here, hot and cold. If you do have a backup camera, if you did purchase one, it'll go right back here. All you gotta do is pop that little plate off with 4 screws, and then go ahead and plug that camera in, pop it in, and then you have a little screen that you can put up front inside your cigarette lighter. In that cigarette lighter, all you gotta do is turn the running lights on, and then it'll feed straight from your camera to that little tablet. Back here you have your outside shower, hot and cold side faucet, along with the shower head laying down here. Then come right into your awning. You will know it's fully extended once you see the little black tube peeking out. To pitch it for the rain, all you gotta do is pull down. Once it's down, the rain will start feeding off one side. To bring it back in, all you gotta do is push up and then feed in, which I'll get to in just a minute. Here's your outside kitchen here, your refrigerator, and your griddle. Your griddle does have an LP gas hose here, and that'll feed that propane to this so it can light. You have your 110 outlets right here. Your tires, that little green cap indicates that it's filled with nitrogen. You are able to fill it with regular air. It doesn't deflate or inflate with a temperature change. This is going to be your water heater. So right here is going to be your anode rod. So let me put this aside here. This is your anode rod. So this goes inside here. This is a 1 1/16 socket. So go ahead, tighten that down, and then turn on the hot side of your water. It'll start sputtering for a while, but that's just the hot, or all the air getting pushed out of the hot side. So once you have a steady flow of water coming out the hot side of your faucet, go ahead, turn on the water heater switch inside, which I'll get to in just a minute. But once you turn that on, this will start to heat up and you'll be good to go. In order to take this out, because the water does get stagnant, pull the pressure release valve just so the pressure dies out and this doesn't become a projectile. Go ahead, take your socket, pull it out. All the water will start draining from there, and make it go faster, just pull that pressure release once again. going to be your freshwater connection or your fresh tank fill. Go ahead, open it up. All this is a gravity fill. If you want to take water with you, let's say to the middle of nowhere, this is what you're going to want to fill up. Once this is full, you do have a water pump switch on the inside. That water pump takes water from your fresh water connection here, your fresh fill, and pushes it through your system. Let's say you have extra water left over after your vacation. All you gotta do, this is the cap for it, but it's gonna be right here. Just go ahead, unscrew this, pop it off, and the water will end up draining from your fresh tank. This is gonna be your furnace exhaust right here. So if there's any little kids in the area, make sure you tell them not to touch this because this will end up burning them. It just gets extremely hot. If you do get a solar panel, just make sure it matches up right to that one. And you'll be good to go. For your stairs, all you gotta do is pull down just like that. Go ahead and open your door. To run this in, make sure your door isn't fully open, otherwise it'll clip this. Same with extending it. Coming on the inside, I'll just run this back in real quick. You also have your LEDs with this, the left light switch here. Coming in the inside, this is going to be your slide. Once it fully extends, you'll hear it die out just like that. Coming on the side here, you have your main lights. And you are able to click the middles of them and turn them off, so you can section them off. This is gonna be that water pump switch I was talking about. When you fill that fresh tank, turn this on and this will push that water through your system. The water heater, that's gonna obviously be for the water heater. Once you have a steady flow of water coming out that hot side of the faucet, then go ahead and turn that on. There's gonna be your readers for your battery, fresh tank, black tank, and gray tank. It shows you how full they are. Going up to your stove here. You gotta do is turn on, push, turn, and you're good to go. For the other one too, push in, you hear it clicking, turn on, and off. Coming down here, this is going to be that carbon monoxide detector. This is a safety feature. This is always running and always detecting. This green light indicates even if you turn off your battery disconnected, this will not shut off. So this will kill your battery. So what I do recommend doing is if you're going to leave your camper for about 3 to 4 days, I would recommend taking the negative end off of your battery, because then this will actually then shut off. With your battery disconnect, it doesn't. So once again, if you're going to leave for about 3 to 4 days, just go ahead and take the negative end off of your battery. Moving on. For your keys, the purple ones are going to be for your doors, and then these ones are going to be for your baggage doors along with your outside shower. For the fridge, our controls are going to be on the inside up top. 5 is going to be the coldest, 1 is going to be cold. So it goes for your freezer on the back side. All the way to the left is cold, all the way to the right is going to be the coldest. For your AC, all the switches are here. Low cool, high cool, off, and then on the other side, you have high fan and low fan. And of course, control temp here, cold and hot. Which you can also control through here. So what I gotta do is turn on, turn it all the way warm. It'll kick on, you can hear it. And then it'll tell you your temp here. Once again, push lights for the bedroom. For the bathroom, This is going to be a foot flush. What I do recommend having is toilet solution along with RV grade toilet paper. The toilet paper will help break down easier so it won't end up clogging your systems. And then the solution helps break down solids and smells. If you do plug a TV in here, because there's a TV backer, there's going to be your outlets, and then this little button here switches between cable and satellite channels. For your dinette, I do recommend for travel taking this off and putting it where it's supposed to be for, I guess, a bed. But go ahead and take this off and take these poles. I do recommend just putting them in somewhere where they are contained so they don't roll around your camper. Then go ahead, lift up all the cushions, put the table right into the little grooves on every side. Once it's down there, go ahead and just patch it back up with the cushions. The reason why I recommend that is because when this is moving, obviously it's going to be moving during travel. Eventually these are going to start warping down there and up top. So that's why I just recommend having these into the lay down position and having these tucked away. For your bed here, putting those away. Once it's down, all you gotta do is pull up, fold the bed over along with this. Go ahead and lift this up, insert into there, and then it won't move, it'll be good. And you go ahead, take your cushions, and put them right back. And now it's back to normal. Coming down here, you have your breakers and fuses. Everything's gonna be labeled just like a house. And then I do recommend bringing extra fuses just in case. You'd rather be safe than sorry. And then if you read this, this is antifreeze inlet to antifreeze. And it just kind of goes over, close the valve to the tank, open the valve to the inlet. That's gonna be all inside of this. This is gonna be your winterizing place in here. But your unit is also winterized. Talked about it right here. Because it is the winter season. Not many people go out. If you do want to de-winterize, you are able to ask us. But we just assume that not many people plan on camping afterwards. So from October 14th on, that means every camper is gonna be winterized.